Hey Virgo men, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. I'm going to go ahead and do a general message for you guys. Let's see what the energy is like. Now, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, masculines, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thanks to those who do reach out for those, and thanks to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. So I do hope that everybody is doing well, okay? Cross watcher, if you are in here, feel free to flip the roles. Now, masculines, I was getting two things for you, okay? Just take what resonates for you. But the first thing I was seeing was almost like a volcano. And then the other thing I was seeing was an eagle. Now, it kind of made me feel like for some of you, I don't know if something here is going to explode, and it could have been something that has been bubbling beneath the surface. Some of you may find that you lose your temper in a situation. But it was making me feel like something was maybe about to, like I said, bubble to the surface, erupt, okay? And then it kind of made me feel like for some of you, I don't know if you're thinking of like taking flight. Now, taking flight with that eagle energy could just be either you seeing the bigger picture of a situation or a person. It could talk to me about, like I said, something explodes and you kind of move away from something or someone. Some of you may just be traveling, okay? But what is the energy here for my Virgo men? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. I also see some of you like replaying something again and again. It could be a song. What do we have for my Virgo men? I'm going to get a card for now and a card for going forward. Thank you, Spirit. And going forward. Yeah, the World card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so again, going back to that energy of maybe traveling. Again, the World card can represent the end of a certain cycle. It can represent the beginning of a new one. And you have the Magician and you have the Star. Okay. Something else, something to do with Aquarius, Gemini, energy. A fixed sign. You have the Hanged Man, Pisces. And then you also have going forward. You have the only thing harder than letting go is moving on here. So I don't know if some of you are feeling stuck with this Hangman energy, but the Hangman does talk about seeing something from a different perspective. But the Hangman can also talk about someone, even though they have this higher perspective, they may still feel like they are stuck. This usually talks about releasing, letting go. But as we see, the only thing harder than letting go is actually moving on. So I don't know if some of you could have moved away from a situation physically, but maybe not mentally. Show me more, Spirit. What do we have for the masculines? Now, feel free to flip the roles. This definitely could be somebody else feeling this way, maybe about you. Stuck on you. Could be that energy where I was picking up. Maybe you had some sort of argument with someone. And now it's like, okay, which way are we going with this after this argument? Is this something that can be fixed? Okay. What is this, Spirit? Okay, you have one that looks like it's sideways. Now the first one is in the reverse, okay. The number 8 could be significant here. In the upright, it says, do not drink the poison. It says, do not do things you know are bad for you. It's in the reverse. Ah. Is this an energy of guilt? Now, some of you could definitely be giving up some sort of addiction. It could be alcohol or something like that. Or, and you know, if you're giving something up, that can be really tough. You know, giving up addictions is not easy. Okay, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter. Okay, it could be anything. Okay, because I'm hearing, I love you like a fat kid loves cake. So I don't know if someone has a very sweet tooth, but I'm just giving an example. It looks like someone may be, you know, either thinking about walking away from something or they are going through this right now. What's coming out sideways? The deck's not in the reverse. So this is in the reverse as well. You have a number 7 and it says investigate. It says look closely. It says ask questions and it says think before acting. Did someone not do their investigation in a situation? Did somebody act first and think later? Give me a clearer message. What is this for the masculines? The only thing harder than letting go is moving on, Spirit. Lots of hesitation here today, masculines. Thank you, Spirit. So you have a number 43 or 34, boils down to a 7, okay? And the 7 of Wands energy can talk about standing up for yourself. It can also talk about this energy of maybe you have your boundaries up really high at this time, right? Maybe some of you are spending a lot of time in solitude or just in silence here. But it says manage to be glad. So there is this energy that is pushing through where Spirit is saying, hey, listen, there is still space here for you to show gratitude for something. Could it be worse? It says create your own happiness. It says regardless of the conditions. Where there is a will, there is a way. Show me more. What is this? The storm. Okay, number 44 could be significant. It boils down to an 8. And it says every hurricane comes to an end. So some of you could have gone through some sort of tower moment. But you see how she's still kind of walking away from whatever this storm was, right? She is kind of slightly looking behind her, but see how she's still holding on to her crown? It's giving me the energy of some of you, no matter what you've been through, dust yourself off, okay, and adjust your crown. Give me a clearer message. Some of you could have been seeing lots of signs and synchronicities. It could be via the sky, okay? That's not going to resonate for everyone. It could be via animals or things like that. Thank you. And going forward. Thank you. You have expectations at the bottom of the deck, and it's a number 12, okay? Or 21 could be significant. It boils down to a 3, and it gives me the 3 of Wands. Some of you are coming from the 3 of Swords energy, which is heartache, sadness, pain, grief, loss. But that 3 of Wands energy is talking about you now moving forward, okay? 3 of Wands talks about expansion, where I was saying about seeing the bigger picture of a situation, maybe understanding why something has happened. It's time for some of you to move on. And it's time for some of you to move on without seeking approval, without looking for validation. It says expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. For some of you, you're in that space where you see how she's smelling that rose. It's almost like it's time for you to give yourself your flowers. I notice that she has like a fairy that's on her knee. Time for you to follow your wishes and your dreams. All right, so the first card that you had coming out is 37 or 73, boils down to a 10, masculines. And we already saw the World card. It's almost like she's reaching her hand out. I don't know if she's reaching her hand out to that boat because it's sailing away, or she's putting her hand out because that boat is now coming towards her. It says grey. Okay, maybe because it's sailing away. It says endings are inevitable. Some things is just destiny. Some things is just fate. Some things you are just meant to learn from. Some things is just here for a season. But I'm hearing that season has a reason. What are you stuck on, masculines? Something that you have no control over? What you do have control over is your life to a certain extent and how you kind of go forward, how you react to things, how much you allow things to hold you back. You have going forward, you have a 34 or 43 boils down to a 7. So even like, wasn't the other card, didn't it boil down to a 7? Right, with expectations. Now this card says voyage. You see, it's time for someone to move on. She has a map in her hand. There's a new chapter waiting. Okay, it was a boiled down to a 3. So even with that card, and maybe there's a reason I went back to look at it, even with the 3 and the 7, we still get a 10. So it says voyage. It says you already have all the answers. So for those of you where, like I said, you have been getting these signs, you kind of know your gut is just pulling you in a certain direction. There's something here about doubt. We already have the answers. All right, Spirit, show me, what is it that some of these masculines are stuck on? What is this hangman energy? I hope it ain't love, masculines, because I just saw the 9 of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Oh, with the 10 of Pentacles? All right, give me 3 cards. Virgo men. Hello. You're the first one out the deck, the Hermit. And he's got the lantern in his hand, right? You already have the answers that you seek. Show me more about this Hermit. Some of you, this may have something to do with a work situation. You have the 3 of Cups. Now, the 3 of Cups talks about reunited and it feels so good. It's also about maybe your social group, friends, things like that. This is an energy of getting together. Now, with the 3 of Cups behind the Hermit, some of you may be refusing, like, you know, people may be trying to get you to come out or invite you here or invite you here. It could be family functions, whatever, right? I'm hearing something about a christening as well, but the Hermit's got his back turned to these 3 of Cups. So for those of you where even maybe you feel like you have people around you, maybe you still have this energy where you kind of feel lonely. Show me more. I see the 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Some of you may be feeling like you've missed some sort of opportunity in a situation, or there's something here about boredom. What are we getting stuck on? The 9 of Cups with the 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles can talk about giving back. It's an equal give and take. You know, giving, receiving. Maybe some of you... Just give me one card. Just one. What's the Hermit 3 of Cups? Look at the Ace of Cups trying to come out with the 6 of Cups. Something could definitely have to do with children. 6 of Cups talks about soulmate energy, but it can also talk about nostalgia, reminiscing on the past here. Show me more. Oh, for some of you, you may be worried about something, but I also just heard that your children love you very much. It's one card. Thank you. You got the full card. Wanted to land in front of the Hermit. This is about taking a leap of faith. Being spontaneous, fearless, trusting. This is faith. Aquarius energy, Aries energy. Give me 3 cards for going forward. Yeah, landed on the Hermit. You got 4 Pentacles. This is holding back. Some of you may be worried about money, finances, stability. Or there may be something or someone you want to hold on to, but show me more. 9 of Cups wanted to come out with the 6 of Pentacles, so let it be. 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the 4 of Swords. There's the 3 of Wands. And I see a King of Swords energy here. Now, this could be saying to me, for some of you, you may have air highly aspected in your chart. Maybe you are overthinking, overanalyzing something here. Or this just, maybe the answer is as simple as you following your truth. For others of you, this could be Archangel Michael. Trying to send you messages via your dreams, visions. But maybe you don't understand what these visions mean with the 7 of Cups. Show me more interesting 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right. Now, with the 5 of Cups. And the 2 of Swords. If confusion and sadness was one person, it would be whoever I'm speaking to right now. Some of you may be feeling drained. I feel like a little mosquito just landed on my window, okay? Don't let people pull on your energy, What do they say? You can't pour from an empty cup. But show me, what is this Hermit about? Why is the Hermit here? Because of the Queen of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Or this is someone who is mentally strong. We just saw the King of Swords. This could be someone, a feminine who's mentally strong, someone who's fair, right? Usually the Queen of Swords coming out in the upright talks about someone who has inner strength. This also talks about someone who would give you some sort of truth and they wouldn't be biased about it, right? Queen of Swords, I always like to describe her as someone who is going to tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. Show me more about this Queen of Swords energy. You have the Knight of Coins. Okay, so the Knight of Coins is that energy of slow and steady, wins the race. It's someone who is being practical and responsible, but it can also talk about someone who is being stubborn, okay? This is usually someone who has, like it maybe says, you have all the information that you need, okay? But there's no movement. This is, okay, show me more. Maybe somebody here, like I said, is afraid of getting hurt. Or maybe someone here is afraid of how somebody would receive them or respond. You have the 3 of Wands. You've got all the signs that you need to proceed. 3 of Wands is seeing the bigger picture. This is manifesting your dreams. This is big developments. But I believe it takes courage, confidence. The Sun, courage, confidence, Leo energy. What's this 3 of Wands? The Queen of Cups flipped out in the reverse and kind of landed on that 3 of Cups. So I don't know if some of you, okay, I don't know if this is about a third party situation, right? The Hermit, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. Bearing in mind this Queen of Cups is in the reverse. Now, the Queen of Cups in the reverse can talk about someone who has some sort of emotional imbalance. Someone who has some sort of energy of codependency about them. This is someone who may be very extreme, gullible. So, kind of want to clarify both queens. Let's go with the Queen of Cups first. Why is this Queen in the reverse? I just heard bloodsucker. Now that could just be a reference to maybe an energy vampire. But what's this Queen of Cups? 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Hangman and the World. And there's your energy. The King of Coins with the 6 of Wands. But you've got the 10 of Swords with the Moon. What is the Queen of Cups? In the reverse. Winter Solstice. Show me more about this Queen of Cups in the reverse. Because, show me more. The 3 of Coins. There's that energy of 3. And then you have the solar eclipse. I don't know if this is someone that you are trying to build something with, or somebody. This is someone who wants to build something with you with the 3 of Coins. This could be someone, you know, that maybe you are just in a situation with because of, it could be co-parenting. You could just be maybe having fun with this person, with this summer solstice here. This could have been someone you met in the summer. Clarify the Queen of Cups in the reverse with the 3 of Coins. The Empress, yeah, I don't know if this is someone you have children with. And what is this energy over here? Summer solstice with the solar eclipse. Because usually the solar eclipse can talk about something that is coming to an end. Yeah, someone's confused. A 2 of Wands. Someone has a choice here. But clarify these cards. Did land on the Empress. It's a 2 of Cups. So for some of you as well, if this Queen of Cups isn't someone you have children with, like I said, if this is about a third party and you needed to make a choice, you have a choice between someone who is codependent and a divine feminine. I mean, let's move on. What is this 3 of Cups, Spirit? Because this usually talks about celebrations, but what is the 3 of Cups? The Hermit. You have the Emperor. We just saw the Empress. And then we have a Queen of Wands. I feel like for some of my masculines, right, you are coming out as a divine masculine for some of you here. Maybe some of you just have a lot on your plate. Maybe some of you just get a lot of attention. But usually the Emperor is someone who has some sort of authority, some sort of status, okay, some sort of wealth, some sort of leadership here. Again, it is a father figure. I feel like you are keeping it very quiet here about, I don't know if some of you are cheating in a situation, but some of you could be keeping it very quiet here about maybe someone that you have some sort of attraction to. This would be someone who, whether it's a fire sign or not, Aries, Leo, Sag, this would be someone who is very attractive, okay? And they could definitely be attractive in more than one way. Not necessarily just attractive on the outside, but there will be something about their energy, their aura that is very attractive. The Queen of Wands is someone who is very confident. She's very outgoing. She's a visionary, okay? I like to describe her as she has a zest for life. She will go after the things that she wants. And she'll do it in style. Show me more. Show me more about this Queen of Wands. Four of Swords and the Devil. Yeah, some of you are obsessed with somebody. Show me more about the Queen of Wands. The 8 of Swords with the 4 of Swords. And the Moon. Clarify these cards, Spirit, so I know which way I'm going. Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords. This is definitely someone is heavy on someone's mind, or someone could be feeling stuck in a situation with this Queen of Swords. This is like an entrapment. But the Eight of Swords is that energy of it's an illusion. But show me more. Because some of you could just be thinking the worst of a situation. The Death, Scorpio energy. And the Star. Oh, some of you want to heal something with somebody. Or you know you need to put something to an end. Give me one on the Star. Someone could be inspiring you. Or maybe some of you, yeah, the Ace of Cups flew out the deck. Landed on the Emperor. The Tower, and you have the Lovers. Some of you are in a love relationship situation. You're not happy there. It's like, or, you know, it's like maybe you just don't align with somebody anymore. Okay, show me this Fool card, Spirit. You have the solar eclipse coming out again. So this is transformation. This is beginnings, new beginnings. There's something here where something it's like a catalyst for change. But show me more about the Fool. These two cards just came out. And they're coming out together again. Summer Solstice. This talks about celebrating life, having fun. So that's maybe what is missing from your life. And Spirit wants you to inject that energy back in. Right? Give me one more. Seven of Coins showing its face. That's the Sun showing its face. Invest in things that are going to make you happy. Thank you. Nine of Cups and the Two of Wands again. So the Nine of Cups is about your wishes coming true. It's about feeling good. I just said invest in things that is going to make you happy. Nine of Cups talks about feeling emotionally satisfied, content. And some of you don't feel that, and I don't feel like you're going to find it where you're at. And I feel like someone here already knows that. Two of Wands. Decisions, decisions, masculine. All right, what's this Four of Pentacles? Ten of Wands. Landing on the Fool. It's the Ace of Swords. Stand in your truth. Head towards your victory. Right? They have, people like to say sometimes if you're happy and you know, you're looking forward to tomorrow and you're just enjoying your day and kind of, you know, then you're on the right track. But this is also someone is holding back or holding on to something. It is a burden. It's stressful. Right? And you know this with the Ace of Swords. This is about an epiphany. This is about clarity, truth, vision. Give me one more. Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords. Damn, the Four of Coins again. This is like some sort of material attachment. Or like I said, maybe someone stays in a situation because they feel like if they separate from it, then, you know, it's going to affect their finances. King of Swords again with a Page of Coins. These two together, whether you have air in your chart or not, okay, it talks about wanting to start a new foundation. But again, it requires that first step. The King of Swords is someone who is truthful. honest. And it's giving me that saying in my head where I'm hearing, you can't always expect others to be honest and truthful with you, but you can expect yourself to be truthful with you, right? This is an energy of somebody maybe feeling detached from the situation that they're in. It's almost like I want to say it's strictly business. Clarify this Page of Coins and this King of Swords. Landing on the Three of Wands, you've got the Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's that fast movement forward, right? This again, someone could be making some sort of practical decision about communicating with someone. You have the Hierophant. And then you have the Four of Wands. I feel like, I don't know, is this marriage? Is this the energy that you're stuck in? Or is this you wanting to have some sort of higher level of commitment with someone? What's the Hierophant and the Four of Wands with the Eight of Wands? The Five of Coins. And that Five of Coins is an energy of rejection, feeling left out in the cold. This also can talk about financial ruin or breakup. So take it how it resonates. All right. Maybe a breakup has made somebody become cold. What's the Nine of Cups? Landing on the Three of Cups is the Eight of Swords. Something would make somebody so happy, but you have the Knight of Wands. And then landing on the Hermit, you have the Three of Swords. Somebody get cheated on. Does somebody regret being a player or not committing to a certain person, wanting to explore their options, and now maybe you feel like you have missed an opportunity with someone who would be wish fulfillment, or is that vice versa? Somebody feeling like this about you. Show me what that Knight of Wands is. So I see the Knight of Cups. Landing on the Hermit is the Eight of Cups. And then you have this Queen of Coins in the reverse. So let's clarify her. Now the Queen of Coins can be someone's wife, okay? Or maybe someone here is dealing with another earth sign. But the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Coins landing on the Knight of Wands. Queen of Coins in the reverse talks about someone who is manipulative. It can talk about someone who may be possessive. Now, it can mean other things that ain't necessarily negative, okay? Like, this may be just someone who works from home. This could be someone who may be trying to find some sort of balance in their finances, right? This may be just someone who is focused on themselves. But Eight of Cups, Knight of Cups makes the Nine of Cups energy, and that is what we're clarifying. But let's see, why is this Queen of Coins in the reverse? Why is she coming out for the Knight of Wands? The Four of Cups landed on the Hermit. The Lovers landed on the Solar Eclipse. And then you have the Page of Swords in the reverse. Now, usually the Page of Swords in the reverse can talk about gossip and things like that. Or it can talk about somebody not having enough information here. Or somebody not speaking up. Someone here may have some sort of like unanswered questions about a situation. You got Gemini energy out here. But Four of Cups is depression, is feeling unmotivated, is dissatisfaction, missed opportunities. What's that? Ace of Wands, Seven of Coins, the Moon, and the Fool, Ten of Cups. I'm telling you, somebody's going towards some sort of happiness here. Why the Three of Swords? The Hierophant. Why the Three of Swords? Seven of Coins and the full moon. Damn. I don't know what to say to you. I feel like I'm picking up heavy energy about a marriage, Hierophant here, okay? Or there is something here about religion or beliefs and things like that. Oh, someone may even go on to have a child here. But show me this Six of Coins. Why is this here? This is still making me feel like someone has a choice. Or like I said, some of you may have people that are very codependent on you or things like that. Why is this Six of Coins here? Page of Cups flipped in the reverse, landed on the Hermit. This is manipulative energy. This is obsession. This could be something here about maybe somebody, okay. Maybe somebody feels like something's just not going to turn in their favor. But it also talks about some of you, you know, maybe there is, you give like pocket money and things like that to your kids and stuff, okay? Make sure you're teaching your children the value of money. I know it's easier said than done, but it's almost going to help them in the long run, okay? But broken dreams. What is this? Okay, this isn't going to be for everyone. There might be something here about somebody finding out that a child is not theirs, but it could be after, maybe looking after this child for a while. But show me more. You got the Two of Coins. This talks about going backwards and forwards in someone going backwards and forwards in their head here. Again, someone, like I said, could have been juggling somebody. So if that child situation resonated, it would be, you know, it would say to me there was a choice of two people, but somebody was presenting, no, it's yours. This baby's yours. But it's hiding something here. Give me one more. Yeah, the moon's at the bottom of the deck. And yeah. Give me one more. Landing on the Hermit is the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So you see, it's almost like something comes to light, right? Something that was hidden. But it feels like there's pain behind it. There's sadness behind it. There's disappointment behind it. But it is giving, yeah, the Tower. But it's really giving me this energy, though, the Devil, of whatever this is, it's better to know than not to. But I don't know if someone would disagree with that. But moving on. What is happening with the masculine's finances this week? What's the strongest energy, Spirit? I just want one card. What's the strongest energy for finances? Wisdom. Insight. It says insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. It says use your best judgment. And investments at the bottom of the deck. I almost want to get one more, because this is almost making me feel like an energy of realizing that things are not what they seem, right? People are not what they seem. But show me more. What does masculines need to know about their finances? Someone was being used for money. I'm sorry to say it, but yeah. So I knew it had something to do with relationships, but I don't know why sometimes the cards come out like this. When I'm asking about money, it's like sometimes it's related to love, partnership. It says joining forces with business partners for win-win and cooperation. It says prioritize your connections. Yeah. And you have direction at the bottom of the deck. It says do not divert from your path. It says attract a mentor if necessary. It says plan where you want to be. And then you have money matters. But I'm telling you, going forward is going to bring someone into some sort of a winning streak winning and fertility, or I don't know, love life. Maybe the two will be combined going forward. Give me a card each. Why is wisdom here? And why is partnership here? Now, some of you could be drinking, and that may be clouding your judgment somehow, okay? But wisdom, you have wish come true. It says your wish is being granted, but it may not come in the way you expected. It says no worries. It's just what you need. So again, if something here doesn't work out for you, I think like where I was saying, you know, it's for a reason. Can you see the reason? For some of you, maybe there is like something like a blessing or spirit is waiting for that to come into you, but this person couldn't be around you. Maybe this blessing couldn't come into you until you had, I don't know, closed another cycle. So partnership, you got brilliance. And this is making me think of it. As I turned it over, I heard 2 heads are better than 1. But it says brilliance. And it's also that aha moment, right? Light bulb moment. An epiphany. But it says, you discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind. It says to follow your own inspiration, your ideas bring recognition. Now that is sitting with partnership, but it could also say to me that maybe you're meant to do something on your own. Show me what is happening in love for the masculines. Energy in love, spirit. Okay. We have here, the only thing harder than letting go is moving on. What is turning over, masculines? Memories. Still living in the past. It says cherish time together. It says flashback, exes, and replay. I'm going to keep it out. It came out. What else? Energy and love. And we also have landing on the 9 of Cups. Oh, okay. Landing on the 9 of Cups, okay. It says opening up. And it says wants to share feelings, gives a little at a time. It says don't push, listen well. Spirit, give me 3 cards for memories. I'm hearing an old song. I'm hearing an old song. I'm hearing memories don't live like people do. They'll always remember you. Whether things are good or bad, it's just the memories that we have. And if you hear the words to that song, okay, you'll hear a voice. And the way I'm seeing it is like, I think the next bit goes something like where he says, hey boys, stop sitting down in a park. He says, stop remembering from when a girl ride it off. Okay, something like that. So let's see. Yeah, it's time for someone to rise and let that go. The phoenix at the bottom of the deck. But give me 3 cards for memory. Hammer. Came in the reverse. 2 more. Okay. Yeah, maybe this is a situation that you thought was going to be paradise. Because these cards look like they're coming in the reverse as well. And I don't know what they say yet. Give me 3 for opening up. Why is opening up here for love, Spirit? Okay, 1. Oh, 2. Give me 1 more. Excited for you. Healthy choices. Some of you, right, if these two situations is related, it's like Spirit is saying, I don't know if some of you were walking away from a narcissist energy, self-absorbed, one-sided relationship, but this would have been someone who love bombed you to what? Disappoint you, hurt you, cause you pain. But Spirit says there is healthy choices here. Making healthier choices. It says in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. So let's see what came out on this side. This golden mirror energy is trying to come out. So like I said, the first one that I saw was coming in the reverse. It says hammer. And in the upright, it would say hammer. Sabotage, rebuild. It says repetitive, persistent, and working on it. I just feel like maybe this is saying something isn't worth working on anymore. You also have heartbroken. And then you also have the snake. So it says deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. And then you have competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Yeah, this is, I don't know. I feel like this is who maybe you have walked away from or broken up from. And then on this side, your first card out was soulmate. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. You also have, we read healthy choices. And then you have talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message, arrives, text, call, email, and hovering. So I don't know if you need to open up when it comes to love, right? Maybe there is someone here that you want to send some sort of message to communicate with. Spirit says go ahead and do that, okay? For those of you that are stuck on whatever ended, you have to know it wasn't for you. Something wasn't reciprocated. All right, what else do we have? Oh, I think we're at the end, masculine. So let's get a few cards for going forward, and then we're going to, what I like to call your power card, okay? We'll get your power card at the end. What do we have for the masculines? Energy going forward. What do we have for the masculines? 3 cards. Strongest energy for the collective. And 2 more. And 1 more. Energy going forward. Beautiful. All right. So there's only 1 card I see coming out sideways, and it's the Sacred Scroll. And I feel like it landed on the Hermit, okay? So going back and saying and repeating myself again, there is something here about you receiving some sort of important knowledge, signs, that is helping you to decide what direction to go in, that is helping you to let go of something and see why you need to let go of it. It says knowledge and it says ancient wisdom. You already have the owl out here, okay, with the energy of wisdom. Stop doubting yourself. Stop underestimating yourself here. You have the fiery glow. It says guidance and it says small lights and it says hope. This is giving like that energy of the light at the end of the tunnel. Can you see it? Can you see the wood through the trees? And you also have the summer solstice. Now, what is this? I'm going to say I've seen this name before. See how is that energy of something's just going to click for some of you. You got the summer solstice here twice. Principle of success. A few weeks, it says let go of control. It says celebrate life, have fun, summer. And then this one says celebration, abundance, and vitality. You see how there's quite a few people out here? There's also people here, right? So it's important for you to have the right people around you. So let's get your power card and let's end out your reading. So masculines, if you have stayed until this point, I do ask that you hit the thumbs up for me, subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit that hype button if you haven't used your hype button already, only if you're called to do so. Okay. But let's see. How do you want to end this reading? Okay. Oh, wow. But look where it's stopping, though. This is your card. But I feel like they wanted to show me something else. You have the Chariot of Ascension. And the Chariot talks about willpower, determination, overcoming any kind of obstacles, blockages. Yeah. And then you also have Divine Guardian. So your ancestors, your angels, readings that inspire you, readings that remind you that you are the warrior that you are. But Divine Guardian, it says protection of the winged mother, Isis. But let's see what actually came out for you. Okay. I haven't seen this one for a while. It says, stay true and be in your power. Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. And with this partnership, I don't know, maybe some of you are meant to be walking with someone. But that is not going to be for everybody. So let's get the meaning. Stay true and be in your power. So it says, look at that. You are a sovereign. Okay. It says you are a sovereign divine being with spiritual authority and freedom within you. You do not need permission from anyone to be who you are. And didn't one of the cards say that? Which one is it? I think it was one of the other cards. I know one of these cards came out. Don't seek anyone's approval. So it says, you do not need permission from anyone to be who you are and live your life as you choose. This is your divine birthright. It says, guard it as it is precious treasure. It says, that is precious treasure that it is, and remember that you are a divine being. So the incarnation says, crook and fell, fell and crook. I now declare my intention clear. Look at this message. It says, I am a sovereign being of love divine. It says, I call back my power, full and complete. I break all vows of giving away my authority. I release the lie that my authority may be taken from me. I surrender only to the light of my own divine essence. Crook and fell, fell and crook. I now declare my intention clear. I am a sovereign being of love divine. So when I think of sovereign, right, well, because we're talking to masculines, I'm going to say, right, you are a, take it how it resonates, but sovereign makes me think of it's time for your reign. Kings, queens, right? This is your time, someone. And that message of just being clear, right, I feel that came out in the message. We saw that King of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords out here. There could be someone here who is saying to you, hey, listen, remember who you are. Stand in your truth. Why are you worrying about people? Why this? Why that? And then you got this hermit just kind of with his head almost bowing down a little bit, sitting on top of the Knight of Coins with the Three of Wands. Masculines, almost want to say be the divine masculine that you are, okay? So that is what I have for you. I do hope that something has resonated with you guys or given you confirmation or clarity. If it has, do ask that you like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. But if this is where we part, guys, stay safe. Love and light.